はい。シャーロックホームズチャプター1。これね、女神は異邦人を進めようと思って、大正宿にやってきました。入るべし。おなんか狭っ。急に時計なの？誰もおらんわ。おる、あいつ。怖っ。
Mr. Holmes, you came. Oh, how kind. Though now, of course, I realize it is because of my game, not the works on display.
It needn't be one or the other. Your man's disguise was easily debunked, Mr. Vogel, but I shall admit that you planted in me the seed of curiosity.
Ah, terrific! I had no doubt you'd put the pieces together. Let us call it an opening gambit before the real game begins.
So, this little game of yours, what's it about?
An enigma to solve. A locked area in the basement with no windows found brutally vandalized. I have no clue how it was possible.
And this locked area downstairs, what exactly was it?
The under gallery. It's always shut, and I'm the only one with the key.
Ah, so this is your private collection, not part of the gallery.
Oh, no! It's an exclusive exhibition of eccentric pieces. Only a select cadre of artists, investors, and collectors are admitted. Not everyone deserves to have their eyes opened.
What about this intrusion? What happened?
Last night, I was about to leave the gallery when I heard a noise downstairs. I went to the basement, but I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. It was admittedly a rudimentary inspection. It is not uncommon to get rats down there, so seeing nothing of note, I left and locked up the building. When I returned this morning, alas, I discovered that part of the exhibition had been torched, and there was no sign of the intruder. The mystery being, of course, that all the doors to the gallery were locked exactly as I left them.
And the door to the basement is the only entrance?
Correct. Tell me you're not intrigued.
Well, this matter is certainly within my wheelhouse.
This intrusion troubles me. Please take a look around if you're willing. The under gallery is through the door at the end.
I will see what I see.
自然発火なんじゃないの？勝手に。あ、全部調べれるわ。まあいっか、とりあえず地下室行くか。突き当たりのこれかなあ、これっぽいわ。アルジャーのスウェインバーン
Back home
の
we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
なんかしとる。上こんなここであいつ寝てんの？マジか。おなんだこりゃ。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。まずこっちを先に。
Old, and hasn't been used for a long time.
ちょっと待ってな。間違えた。先にこのもやをなんとか。もやはなんぞ。あれ？もやが出ない。ここでもやが出る。ということは
The left step's length is shorter than the right. It indicates that the walker was lame. Closed with a metal bolt. Footprints. Size 9.5.
あ、こっから入ってきたってこと？ゴミ、ダストシュート。なるほど。
A true artist never shows an unfinished piece.
Sherry, how about some company in that dreary chamber of yours?
Leave my loneliness unbroken, John.
動かされてる。手形。
A handprint of the thing from another world. But it looks fresh, and its coal origin ruins the effect of the extra mundane. Sodden and mold-ridden. One presumes deliberately.
Back home, we've got a taxidermist. He's gonna have a heart attack when he sees what I bring him.
ああ、釣ろうとしてんのね、この魚を。なんだこりゃ。
The parasites of creativity. Or just a reflection of the artist's recreational interests.
怖っ。
Saturn devouring his sun. Of grim composition.
Unflinching in its ferocity, yet somehow beautiful.
タバコや。
Coal fingerprints. I think we're looking for a man with a coal moustache. A Malpow butt.
マルパル。
Ugh, sheer vandalism. Only an ignorant person could do such a thing.
なんか出てきたな。もやがある。お、イヴァン・フランコ。わずかに動かされていた石炭の付着した手形が棺の蓋についていた。ふむふむ。できるかなこれ。多分さっきこっちやと思うんやけどな。なんだこりゃ。何してんだ。あ、足跡つけてんの？マジで？どっちかってこと？これさ、だって使われてないって言ってたよな。わかんね。あ、入ってたってこと。マジか。 これやべえな。ちょっと待ってな。これさ、つまり、あいつの言うこと信じるかどうかってことやんな。わずかに動かされていた。石炭。もう一回ちょっと待って。最後。ワイルドの部屋にあった貝が、そのほとんどが取り外されていった。じゃあやっぱりあいつの言うこと信じるバージョン作るか。まずこっから降りてくるのはあいつやろ。でこっちから侵入してくる。慌てて入る。焼く。こうかな。こうだと思うんだが。確定。合ってた。
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the hatch bolt. He accidentally pushed a shovel to the floor. Vogel heard the noise. At the sound of his approaching footsteps, the intruder hid inside the coffin. When Vogel entered the basement, he failed to notice anything strange and left without properly checking. The intruder waited until Vogel had left the caravanserai before burning the paintings in Wilde's room. But the vandalism was a cover for the theft.
オッケーオッケー。で、何が出てきた？窃盗の事実を隠すためかもしれない。戻ったらいいんかな、これ。お尻。めっちゃプリンってしてる。プリンって。ボリントンの後ろ姿。
You sure you don't like art, Sherry?
芸術を楽しみだなって言われた。
The pieces are not what I expected.
What do you think my collection is about?
ごめん、全然わからんねんけど。これかな。
Dozens of priceless works amassed simply for the sake of it and presented without care. It's not about the art, it's about excess, yes?
I don't know.
But that's absurd. Of course you know, it's your gallery.
There is no one answer, no singular truth, but many filtered through the subjective mind. That forgetting, embellishing, lying machine.
メガネがすごいな。
Besides, what's wrong with a lie if it makes life more interesting?
What's wrong with a lie? It corrupts the ability of others to behave freely and rationally.
Men never act freely and rationally anyway. It matters not what is or isn't in the end. The only important thing is how you feel. And I simply want to feel and consume as much as I can. Don't you?
Feelings are simply one's animal ancestry trying to wrest back control of the brain. I try to avoid the distraction.
You try not to feel, even in a place like this? None of it moves you?
To be frank, I struggle to maintain even a whit of interest in art.
But, Mr. Holmes, it is joy incarnate, mankind's greatest achievement.
Mankind's highest achievement above all others is objective and rational thought.
I see then why you dislike art, for it means whatever you want it to.
Or perhaps, Mr. Vogel, I was lying.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Vogel, I have confirmed that the intruder was an average-sized, flexible Malpal smoker with a limp. As it happens, the vandalism was a cover. The true intent was to steal a painting without your knowledge. The fact is, one of the pieces from the Wild Room is not in the wreckage.
What? That is extraordinary.
This thief was familiar with the gallery and he was sporting a limp. Do any of your clients or artists come to mind?
My. Your attention to detail is remarkable, Mr. Holmes. I should introduce you to Bosch's works. Alas, I'm afraid I cannot suggest a culprit.
The fire was a clever attempt to hide a stolen painting, even if it didn't fool me. I found the remnants of an empty frame in the pile of ashes. The canvas had been removed. Do you know which paintings in the Wild Room may have interested a thief? Were any particularly expensive?
Those pieces belong to a well-known artist named Boniface Mercurio. They're controversial, but not of a notably high value.
The intruder entered the basement through the coal chute. He used a magnet to open the latch and dislodged the shovel while doing so. That's the noise you heard yesterday. When you went downstairs to investigate, he hid in the coffin.
It seems I should have checked the space more thoroughly.
There's something more, is there not? I can see it in your eyes.
Indeed. There is another intriguing angle. I recently received an anonymous offer for one of Mercurio's works. The sum was more than fair, and indeed could have saved Mercurio from his artistic poverty. But he declined it.
Was it a performative whim? Some artists lionize pain and hardship as if their work would be worse after a meal and a hot bath.
I cannot tell. But not only did he refuse the deal, he insisted on displaying the painting in the public space. I was hoping to change his mind, but artists are a special breed of stubborn.
So where can I find Boniface Mercurio?
I know he lives somewhere in Old City, but couldn't be more specific. He's a prominent figure, so finding him shouldn't be a problem.
What was depicted in the piece?
A bound woman, wrapped in robes, being penetrated by a red devil that stared at us, the viewer. The beast had numerous tails growing from his back, and a large crowd gathered around the pair, silently watching the orgiastic scene.
Okay, well, given the nature of the other works on display, it's hard to see why that one stood out. What could possibly be its value?
The evaluation of art is very subjective, Mr. Holmes. After all, art is everything. A poem, a bruise, the beads of sweat on your beloved skin. Even a masterfully solved crime.
I'm not sure I see the connection.
Regardless, the painting was one of a series called The Sabbath Night in Cordona. The works depict sex, violence, and other controversial acts that life, for better or worse, contains.
Ah, I see.
I'm not sure that you do, but that can wait for another time.
Well, I believe I have enough to begin. Thank you, Mr. Vogel. Your gallery certainly has unexpected depths.
I'm delighted to have been able to please a friend. In return, I expect you to come back with good news. Or at least with a good story.
なんかめんどくさいやつやな。とりあえずマーキュリーを探さなあかんのか。ほいほい。じゃあ一旦ここ出るか。さらばだ。マーキュリオ。まだあるっぽいけどね。マーキュリオ。あ、記憶の宮殿が。これくっつけられそう。あ、無理。ダメですか。カルダナの安息日の夜。マーキュリオの住所。一旦保存かな。 よいしょ。マーキュリーは詳しい住所わかんない。適当に聞いていい？はい。
Help me, please.
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
何やって？有名ちゃうんかい。はあ。ええうーん。ここの人に聞いてみる？間違えた。こっちか。なんかめっちゃ怒ってる。ここ。
All fresh issues are sold out.
聞けねえ。うーん。じゃあ商人の人たち？
Don't miss out on my unique
Oh.
clothes.
うーん。この人知らないですか？
Are you able to help me?
Why should I care about your troubles when you don't care about mine?
ダメだ。これさ、もしかしてさ、有効な格好しとかんと教えてもらわれへんとかあるんかもし、ちょっと待って。このマークは調べろマークじゃないか。住所やから市役所かな。こちらです。噴水だ。あれやば、市役所ってどこやったっけ？変なとこでちった。左か。ごめんよ。ここか。よし。
I'm curious, how did Mycroft recruit you? I doubt you're a field agent. I imagine you work with intelligence.
That's correct.
Cuny.
Your brother noticed me when I tracked down a spy at the archives. That's how our cooperation began. And you? Did Mycroft force you into this?
Not at all. We simply have a mutual interest in someone. Or something.
Of course. A fruitful and willing collaboration, I'm sure.
Well, I'm his younger brother. I have to accept the consequences of being a close relative of an official figure.
I suppose, in a way, we are colleagues, Mr. Holmes.
In the remotest way possible, Miss Oni.
コリークって言ってたな。急に話が始まってちょっとびっくりした。よし、調べに来たよと。で、調べる前にはセーブをしとセーブをしとかないと危ない。画家。うん。市民やば。ダメだ。高名な人物。やばい。ちょっと待って。 ここじゃないな、多分。市役所じゃないんだ。というわけで、ロード。ロードして、こっちに飛ぼう。警察署ならあるいは、わかるかな、住所。いや、警察署ではなさそうやな。じゃあ、クロニクルか。ジャンプして。でも市役所じゃないと無理やと思うんですけどね。クロニクル、またびっくりついてる。クロニクル。クロニクルがいつもわからなくなる。あっちか。著名人。ってことかな。いや、でも、これわかるかな。調べてみる。新聞。いやー、時代。最近でいけた。よかった。芸術家の展示会での喧嘩したんや。おいおい。なるほど。大敗の踊りという絵画の展示会、ライオン出版社の社長であるダロン・ターウィックがデガダン派の画家であるボナファス・マーキュリーに椅子を投げつけた。ターウィック氏は後に椅子を投げたのはマーキュリー氏に、侮辱されたからだと述べている。マーキュリー氏を守るため、交響楽団の指揮者であるカート・ギャラガー氏がターウィック氏の頭を絵画で殴った。多くの客を巻き込み、大きな喧嘩が勃発した。逮捕されとるやん。これ住所は、彼の住所は、旧市街地区スカーレット通りとオリーブ通りの間のヘルメスアベニューだ。OK、わかった、住所。で、行ってと思って、この人ちょっと聞いた方がいいんかな、話。
Good luck, Mr. Holmes.
なるほど。OK。じゃあ、一旦ここまでかな。住所が分かったんで、行ってみようかなってとこですな。ビデオはここまで。